Thursday.
Here we go.
Evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Outside Edwards. From deep. Knocks down the long J.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The three ball. He buries it from three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
On the take. And he throws it down with one hand.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
De Silva with the bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Hayes. Soft touch off the glass.
They're really working the paint now.
Edwards looking for an opening. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires the three. No good that time. From downtown. Pass to Ward. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lets it go from the wing, and he hits the jumper for two.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Can't cash it in from close range.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Hayes. From outside the arc, he connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Outside Edwards. Here's De Silva. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. 4-3. The shot won't fall. Snatched away. Pass to Hayes. 1:03 left to play in the first. The shot by Ward, no good. Here we go, one-on-one. He's defended by Hayes. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. The good news is they're trending in the right direction, still right in the middle of the pack.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road squad. Not bad, but haven't been able to make the leap into the upper echelon of teams.
Now here's Edwards. It's stolen away. Pass to Hayes. Oh, deflected. Here's Ward. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Hayes, the pass to Ward. Now Edwards, over to the wing. Shoots it from the corner. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
This one for 3, and he buries his first look. He's guarded by Napier. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Three-pointer off the mark. Off target at the rim. Right side Booker. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Drains the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Launches a 3. The shot comes out.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he connects with a jumper. And Booker with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Three-pointer connects from downtown.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Drops in the 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Tipped. Now here's Napier. No made baskets yet. Pass to Booker. It's picked off. And here's the fast break. Hits the trifecta.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
They set the screen. Back to Napier. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. And stolen by Napier. Here's the break. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the right side. 1:21 left in the second. Shot clock at 6. Hey, expanding his range. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. It's hauled in by Hummus.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
.46 seconds left in the second. Outside Napier. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Booker defending. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Napier. Left side Booker. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. He drops it from range. 9 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
(1 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
It's one to watch, kind of a heavyweight matchup.
That's my favorite.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the visiting team.
So
that's it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to De Silva. Three-pointer. The steal. Fast break. Here we go. Launches it. Counted from distance.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Outside Edwards. There's the triple. It's Hayes with the rebound. Edwards gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The three is up. Can't get it to fall. 6 for 10 now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
It's Edwards on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Ward. Buries it from 3. Ward's got his first 3 points of the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And he drives in. Oh, a Big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. They set a pick. Here's the three. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Hayes. Second chance effort. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Hayes has got 6. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to De Silva. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
It's Edwards on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Now here's Hayes. He has 6. To the wing, right side. Hayes with a screen. From behind the arc. To the left wing. Guarded by Edwards. Puts up a 3. The shot no good. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Had the space there, but it's offline. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Right wing. There's a screen. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Hey, shot's good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Yes, it's good.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
It could go. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got...
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Outside Napier. Outside Booker. Fires for 3. The shot off that time. Booker's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Fires in the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Booker's gone 1 for 4 from the field. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Hamas. The three. The rebound by Napier. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Hamas. Hamas has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pure from three-point range.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
They need this. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. From deep three-point land. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Off target from three-point range.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Booker defending. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. There's the three. Hits a three-pointer.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Moving it up. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
They set the pick, launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. Four on the clock. And that time also a missed shot.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From the arc. The shot that time not on target. 59 seconds left in the fourth. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Fires from deep. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. From deep. The shot misses. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way they're
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right side, Edwards. Lucic, Satoransky covering. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Jacks up a three. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Money from the wing. Edwards defending. To the paint. There's the steal. And they're on the break. Lucic. Those three-pointers off the mark. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
A three-pointer off the mark. Edwards defending. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky sets a screen for Hernan Gomez. 5 on the clock. Now here's Parker. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to De Silva. Edwards with the screen. Rebound by Parker. And there's the drive and the dunk by Parker.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Oh, here's Edwards. Puts up a deep three. Unable to get that one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
From deep, Hernan Gomez.
Home team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. 1:29 left here in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Took him no time at all on that one. He has 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Good on the triple.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Satoransky's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. The tray. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Got a piece of it. Lucic. Satoransky covering. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's De Silva. It's good from long range.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Parker outside. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Edwards. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Drills it from outside.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up by 1. And we'll be back in... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Back to Napier. They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the 5. Abrinas the pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Shots good by Laprovitola. Laprovitola's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. From downtown. Rebound by Vesely. They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Ball's knocked loose. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Napier kicks to Booker. Off target from outside. Here's Abrinas. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Laprovitola. Shoots from the corner. He can't hit that time.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Giffey, he's covered by Anderson. Abrinas with a rebound. Vesely passes to Laprovitola. There's the pick. Good on the three-point shot. Laprovitola's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And here's the fast break. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Laprovitola's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And the basket by Napier. Napier's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Lets it go from deep. Anderson outside. Pass to Laprovitola. Launches a 3. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Defended by Anderson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering, and Vesely slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
.52 seconds left here in the second. From deep, and the basket by Napier. Napier's got 5 points so far. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Pass to Laprovitola, and Anderson has it in the corner. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Anderson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. On the wing, Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Abrinas. Napier covering. From the wing. The shot, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thank you for being with us. Now let
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Lucic, Satoransky covering. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Over to the wing. Pass to Edwards. There's a good screen. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leans from outside, and he drops that one in. 7 points in the game. And the home team has possession. It's a 3-point game. Inside, it's deflected. Lucic. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Parker's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Edwards, and the layup falls.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Edwards defending. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Edwards. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Beyond the arc. No good that time.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Pass to Satoransky. Parker sets the screen for Satoransky. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
For 3, Edwards. Lucic. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 10.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Lets the 3 fly. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. Takes the 3. Edwards defending. Cans it from downtown.
their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
There's a screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second for distance is half 5 overall.
Zadaransky looking around. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. He's got 8. No good from outside. Outside Edwards. Here's the screen. There's the triple. And the 3-ball is good.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Laprovitola. Edwards defending. Here's Abrinas. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up by 6. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Tipped away. And Anderson has it in the corner. For the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
They've got Anderson. And it's Fall into the 5 down low. Pass to Napier. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Shoots. And right on target. Good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
They set the screen. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Abrinas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. On Tuesday and then on Saturday.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Fires the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Shots good by Laprovitola.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to De Silva. And he's good on the 3-ball. 23 points in the game.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Abrinas, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Abrinas has got 9 points here in the second half. Here's De Silva to the right side. They set the pick. From the corner, it goes straight through with the switch.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Laprovidola. Top of the key jumper, no good. 1:44 left in the fourth. To the middle. Bell-tied pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
For three. Vesely kicks to Anderson. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. They set the pick. Pass to De Silva. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
And here's Anderson for 3. That shot misses. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. It doesn't go for him.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Abrinas. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies. And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Shooting for the away team.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Guys, what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Misses the shot. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work.
out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Takes a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Puts up a deep three. Can't hit that one. Satoransky outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. About a minute into this first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Parker. Clock at 6. There's a screen. Satoransky outside. For three. And Ward pulls it down. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. The three is up. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Parker outside. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 5. And that one is stuffed right through.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
1:57 left now in the first quarter. With the drive. It's deflected. To the left side wing. He shoots it. And Parker pulls it down.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Lets it fly. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
That makes him 4 out of 5. He's getting to his spots and just going to work right now.
Off target with the 3. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Here he goes.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. To halt the run, and down it goes. 2 points. .29 seconds left in the first quarter here. No good on the triple. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Parker the screen. Here's Satoransky. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
From deep three-point land. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 1. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Pass to fall. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Takes the 3. No good there.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Covered by Satoransky. Satoransky with the steal. And here comes the break. And he nails the open triple off the break.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 6. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. The 3. The layup misses. Going inside.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He had the right idea. He just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Anderson's checked in for Satoransky. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Beautiful Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. That one's good for 2.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Outside, Anderson to the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And there's the screen. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Six to shoot. Unloads from 13. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
2 points. That one goes. 1:46 left in the second period. Lets it go. They get it back. Over to the left wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Anderson with a screen. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Hummel.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And there's the drive, and he dunks it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to fall. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Sinks the tray.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Hamas. Anderson covers. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. From downtown, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. Uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
So we conclude the first half. Up by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
So, guys, what are your keys for the second half of a close one like this?
Rebound, passing, shooting. I think those would.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the visiting team. Thanks as always.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. There's a screen from behind the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Here's Parker. Still no points. Pass to Satoransky. Parker the screen. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. for three. And Parker pulls it down. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Home team foul. Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And here's Parker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. The first free throw is good.
Parker. 2 shots.
Good on both. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Launches it. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 8 points now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And that one's good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Takes a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 5 rebounds in the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Here's Parker. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Parker's got 7 points.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Satoransky outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Shot from the wing. Count that one. Now Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. And Ward pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Knocks it down from distance. 19 points in the game.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Herrera. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Herrera's got his first points in this one. Parker outside. There's the 3. And he can't get that one. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got 4 rebounds now. Parker the screen. Here's Satoransky. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Satoransky. From the arc. Drills it from deep. 11 points in the game. 5 ticks left in the third quarter. Here's Herrera. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page? Woo.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Out left to the wing. Five to shoot. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Here's Vesely. It's Anderson on the wing. Pass to Fall. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. There's the drive. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. It's hauled in by Hummons.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Vesely. 4-3. Deflected. And here's the fast break. Up the floor. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pulls it from the top of the key. No luck on that one. And here they come. Here's Hummus. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's Anderson on the wing. Goes up on the baseline, and he knocks the jumper down. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
On target from range.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Nails it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Six on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Hummus. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
Mark it, time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Anderson for 3. Sinks the tray. "26 seconds left in the final quarter. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. So the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Right side, Edwards. Tries again, out to the wing. The three. Here's De Silva, and finally they hit one.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Puts up a three. The shot missing. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Ward. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. And so just over a minute and a half played. Rebounded by Ward. He's with it. Pass to Ward. To the left wing. Six on the shot clock. Oh, good with the triple. Unloads, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Edwards defending. Pass to Hayes. Here's Ward. The three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
For three, Edwards. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Edwards gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Ward. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
There's the pick to the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's De Silva, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. De Silva's got 7 points. And a missed layup.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
It's tipped. Edwards defending. Here's Hayes. The layup off target. It's tipped, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Edwards. Right wing. And he banks in the layup.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Edwards gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
The teardrop falls in.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lets it go with the 3. No good on that one. Here's De Silva. And that one released in time, but no good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Up 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Back to Napier. A 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Low. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Out left of the wing. Giffey. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Pass to Watsura. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now, Booker. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Pass to Hummus. Takes a 3. That shot, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And here's Booker. Shot clock at 5 from past the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Watsura. And just miss after miss right now. Watsura with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
He was all alone on that one. Watsura's got his first points in this one. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Booker outside. Launches it. Connects from 3-point range.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's the screen. Down low. And the dunk by Booker.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Watsura. There's the drive. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Sinks the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Hummus. Corner shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Giffey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
Giffey taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Watsura. Traps in the tray. Watsura's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Good.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. There's a good screen. To the inside. Giffey. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. Then he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Taking 3 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we finished one half of basketball.
Your home team
Up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Man, we've talked about it so much. Hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new face. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the visiting team. That is more than enough of a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Out to Edwards. Clock at 6. Driving in. And that one is stuffed right through.
I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime if that possession's any indication.
And he dunks it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
away team ball.
There's the pick. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Knocks down the 3 ball. 13 points in the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And they pick up 2.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And he drives in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
To the paint. Hayes with the steal. 3-pointer. De Silva with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And good that time.
De Silva.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, DA. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. On Tuesday, then on Saturday. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. 3-pointer. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
For the away team, De Silva.
Good on both. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Nailed from three-point land. 1 points in the game.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
It's Edwards on the wing. He has 6. To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
They get it again. Second chance shot. And yes, it's good.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to De Silva. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. De Silva's got 12 in the game.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Hayes throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Low. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hummus. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. And it's in there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Drills the three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the shot is good. Napier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And it's blocked. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. They set the pick. Shoots the three. Well, shot off that time. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Booker outside. Driving inside. And the dunk by Booker.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Here's Watera. Got a hand on it. And they recover it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a redraw.
Puts up a deep three. It's not going to go for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Rejected by Booker. Pass to Watera. Now Hayes. Shot clock at 6. To end the run. Missed inside. Watera's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. To the middle. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. That shot off. Now here's Edwards. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And stolen by Booker. Covered by Hayes. Fires from way outside. The shot, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Back to Booker. Fires from way outside. And that one is off. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. A good-looking shot from the wing.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Back to Satoransky. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's De Silva. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Oh, swiped away. Outside Edwards. Here's De Silva. Parker defending. It's intercepted. Guarded by Edwards. Parker the screen. Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Parker defending. Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. From outside, off the mark. Satoransky left side. The three ball. Second shot opportunity. Parker outside. Clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's the three. On target from range. He's got 6.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Guarded by Edwards. Satoransky outside. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. Parker defending. De Silva with the bucket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Parker, a screen on Edwards. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Drains the triple.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Tray is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Pass to De Silva. It's stolen. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Satoransky passes to Parker. 3-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shot to stop the run. Jump shot is good that time.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 7. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 1 after this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Shot clock at 6. Anderson for 3. It's not going to go for him. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. The 3 is up. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Outside Booker. Booker with a screen on Anderson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Fires for 3. And Booker pulls it down. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. He's guarded by Napier. Anderson for 3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Over to the wing. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Pass to Napier.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pulls it from the corner. It's hauled in by Fall.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The three is up. Counted from distance.
3 points.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anderson with a screen. Takes the three. Hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Good.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
54 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one no good to start off tonight.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
He's guarded by Napier. There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pulls up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Give him 8 points now.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Buries it from 3.
Well, he's just showing off right now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down either.
Lets it fly. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They're up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Parker outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Parker, and that's good. Parker's got 11 points. Parker's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Parker pulls it down.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Parker the screen. There's the triple. Drops in the 3.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Da Silva with the bucket.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Satoransky left side. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Edwards. Driving to the basket, and he gets that one. Edwards got his first points of the game. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room. Satoransky outside. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Satoransky's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Pass to Edwards. Another shot. And the shot goes in. 7 points in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Parker outside. Guarded by Edwards. Fades back. And that one's good.
Guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Fires in the triple.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Parker. That three's off the mark. Here's De Silva. Parker defending. Out to the right wing. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. The good news is they're trending in the right direction. Still right in the middle of the pack.
When I look at this visiting team, they've had a fairly inconsistent season so far, always hovering around the same spot in the rankings.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to De Silva for the lead. And Parker pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Satoransky. Offensive rebound. Tries the spin move. To the right side. No good from the wing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
De Silva with the bucket.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Parker. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Back to Parker. Into the lane. And Parker throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 13.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Covered by Satoransky. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Napier. Yep, that one goes.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Satoransky outside. Parker outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Satoransky.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Down low. Stolen by Parker. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Satoransky. He's guarded by Napier. The three. He drops it from range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The three. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Driving inside, and he jams it home with authority.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
He was all alone on that one. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
19-footer. And Parker pulls it down.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Satoransky outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Booker. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're running. Parker outside. Drills it from deep. Parker's got 21 points in the game.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And the visitors call time here. Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, you can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thank you for that, Allie. Puts up a three. No good. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
They set the pick. Guarded by Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Going all the way to the rack. Three-pointer in transition.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Guarded by Edwards. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drives to the hoop, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
To the left wing. And it's good. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Outside, Anderson. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Time expired. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Right wing. Guarded by Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vesely. Shot from 12. Oh, a little luck that time as it drops.
And you can see why they put him in these spots. He's able to use his size to get the shot he wants.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Jacks up a 3. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Fall. The 3 is up. That shot is off. To take the lead. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
The crowd has started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game going down the stretch.
Launches it. And nails the tray.
And that deflates the crowd in an instant. Way to take back the momentum.
More and more intense as we go back and forth in this game. Let's see if they can get the crowd back into it now.
Here's the pick. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Count it!
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Puts up a 3. He connects! Oh! An enormous three-pointer! Edwards with it. Ooh! No good there! Potential game winner was off the mark. As we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. And here's Booker. Outside Napier. To the wing, right side. Pass to Booker. An easy 2 on the layup. Booker's got his first bucket in this one.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen from downtown. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Booker with it. Parker picks him up. Outside Napier. Booker against Parker. 5 to shoot. Booker can't get it to go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And Booker pulls it down.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Outside Napier. Misses the 3. We've got 1:23 left in the second overtime period. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Goes up off the inbound. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Right wing. Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Edwards. Driving in. Here's De Silva. Over Parker. And there's a 3-second violation.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
56 seconds left in the second overtime period. Satoransky passes to Parker. Knocked loose. Covered by Satoransky. Fires for 3. And he sinks it. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Inside, Hernan Gomez.
Yes! He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own. And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
That's the way to go.
Pass to De Silva. 3-pointer. No good from 3-point range. And here's Edwards outside. Can't knock in the 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And the visitors call time here. All right, guys, what's your take?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Going to be hard, though. I mean, they don't have much time to work with here, but we've seen crazy stuff happen in this game.
A 3 from the inbound. Misses there. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Double overtime games are so grueling.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Hayes. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Satoransky. Just 5 to shoot. Parker outside, sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Satoransky covering. No good on the triple. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Hernan Gomez. A 3 ball. Here's Parker. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Drops in the layup for 2.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
It's stolen. And here comes the break. Rebound by Parker.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. There's Satoransky. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
From deep. Hits it from three-point range. And this game is tied up now.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Herrera. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Parker. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Lets it go with a 3. They grabbed their own miss. For 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this way.
And the dunk by Parker.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ward, good.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Now, here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 5 to shoot. And here is Satoransky. Hayes with the steal. Driving the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
The offensive rebound. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Herrera grabs the board. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Good on the three-point shot. 8 points for him.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Shot to stop the run, and it goes down 2 points. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fires for 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by 3. And back with the start. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Now, Satoransky. To the inside. Here's Parker. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Abrinas. And Anderson kicks to Vesely. Goes up to the stripe. That shot off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Abrinas. Nice shot from the wing. Abrinas has got his first basket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
From outside the arc. Shot's good, but Watsara.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Laprovitola. Gets a very good look and converts. Provitola's got his first bucket in this one. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So the wing on the left. Pass to Abrinas. Five on the clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Abrinas has got 5 points in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Anderson. Scoreless thus far. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Low. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
To the left side wing. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. 1:36 left in the first half. Vesely passes to Fall. Anderson outside from downtown, and he's good on the 3 ball. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Pass to Abrinas. To the paint. Here's Fall. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Shot's good by Watsara.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Laprovitola. A three. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Fall's got 4 points now in the quarter. A tight game here in Cleveland. Here's Watsara, and he goes in for the dunk.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Abrinas, the pass to Laprovitola. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 8 points. 7 seconds left in the first half. Low. Offensive rebound. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch. Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And he jams it with authority.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Drills it from outside. Sadaransky's got his second bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Hernan Gomez. It's deflected. Stolen by Sadaransky. 4-on-3 break for the lead. That one, no good. Here's the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Sadaransky takes a 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. Sadaransky's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Herrera. No good on the 3. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Now, here's Sadaransky. He's tightly guarded. Hernan Gomez a screen. It's rebounded by Hayes.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And with most of the season in the books, the power rankings have really taken shape. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
When you look at this visiting team, they've been fighting through some things, pushing to find answers. But they do remain a dangerous team that others probably still fear playing.
To the wing on the left. The tray. It's good from long range. 15 points in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Parker outside. Here he goes. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Ward. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky with it. Shot from 16, and that's good for 2. Satoransky's got 10. We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Fires from deep. Here's Ward. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Knocks it loose. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Satoransky with it. He's got 10. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
There's the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Away team foul. Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left in the third. Pass to Satoransky. Screened by Parker. 4 on the shot clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pushing it up. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hernan Gomez a screen. They get it back. Satoransky in the corner. A second chance effort. No good on the shot. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Up 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Laprovitola. They've got Anderson. And it's Fall in at the 5 spot. Pass to Laprovitola. Here's Abrinas. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the corner. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's Watsera. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low to the wing right side. Launches it. That shot missing. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And he gets the bucket. And the home team has possession. Trailing by 2. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. They now take the lead.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Here's Vesely. Pass to Laprovitola. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go from the corner. Provitola's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Watsara. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Pass to Hummus. Here's Watsara. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Here's Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Out to the wing. Here's Watsara, out left to the wing. Power down with both hands.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Yeah, look, that shot took loads of time. 0 fear.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Takes it inside. Anderson outside. Here's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Wasted no time on that one. Watsara's got 5 points now this quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They set the screen. Shot from the top of the key. And that one swishes right in. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
1:09 left in the 4th quarter. Over to the left wing. Low. And the 3 off target.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Laprovitola. Shot clock at 5. There's Aprinas going inside. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure? Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And here is Vesely. And so they get the victory here at home. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans get